Oh, the devil are we? I've heard Buffy the Vampire Slayer is supposed to be making a return. I didn't expect this. Apparently, teenagers are not making TikTok videos anymore. They're performing exorcisms. Let's take a look.
Get ready to meet some real teenaged hellraisers. Bryn, Savannah and Tess are exorcists, all American schoolgirls who slay demons in their spare time. Armed with just a Bible, holy water and a handbag-sized cross, they fearlessly take on the forces of darkness wherever they may lurk. And nowadays, that seems to be everywhere. The Catholic Church is being asked to perform more exorcisms than ever before.
There's more mentally challenged people out there than ever before.
While the girls can scarcely keep up with demand. And I'll give them this much. They do put on one devil of a show.
She could not keep a straight face then.
Just down the road from Hollywood, California, I'm witnessing scenes that are, well, quite incredible.
I mean, she's smiling.
Tonight, we are inside the usually hidden and secret world of exorcisms. It's raw, confronting, and at times, downright weird.
I'm not sure this is safe for YouTube.
Straight. Keep it up, guys. Put the pressure on. One bloodline.
Meet Bryn, Tess, and...
God, I'll tell you what. It looks like a high school production, doesn't it?
Here comes the sword.
They are teenage exorcists.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, you must obey the man of God! What we're trying to do is bring exorcism out of this dark corner that people have stuffed it into. We're
Absolutely terrible.
trying to show people what it really is, what exorcism is, and that they can get help for things that are tormenting them.
What a load of old bollocks.
That's our goal.
I mean, you get quite forceful with that Bible and cross.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Make sure the microphone's in there as well.
They look more like X Factor contestants than exorcists.
Yeah, I think on X Factor you're supposed to have a talent. And their acting in this is terrible.
But armed with their crosses and their Bibles,
How many generations? Answer me. How many generations?
they take on the devil, under the guidance of Bryn's father, Bob Larson,
Right, okay.
a preacher and exorcist who claims to have performed more than 15,000 of these
For a small donation, of course.
and can't keep up with demand.
There has been an exponential rise in the interest in getting exorcisms and in the cases coming to me.
Which is good for business, no doubt.
It's absolutely astounding. There's definitely job security.
You're supposed to be saying it's not good because we're fighting for the souls of the nation here and for the human race. We don't want the devils winning. Not. We've got the cash coming in.
In Exorcist,
Are more people possessed than ever before?
I do believe more people are possessed today. Satan.
But it's okay because we'll relieve them of their possessions.
I resist you by the blood of Christ.
And if you believe Bob, there
What kind of cross is that? What happened to the good old standard, wooden cross? That's got some bling to it.
are demons in this room tonight.
Let them go. You cannot keep these people.
I'm sorry, but what a grifter. And anybody who's in that crowd who actually believes any of this old pony deserves to lose hard-earned cash.
As he settles into his Do What Jesus Did seminar, more than a few in the congregation become restless.
By the power of this cross, you are defeated. Do you understand me, Satan? Defeated.
Bob
Oh, comedy. I could watch this for hours.
Larson scans the room.
Look at me.
He's searching for what he
Look at me.
says is the devil in people's
She looks terrified. She actually genuinely looks terrified.
eyes. To my surprise, it was sitting right beside me.
In the power of Christ, I resist you, Satan. Look at me. Look at me. Open your eyes and look at me. Look at me. Get ready, JJ. Get ready. Get ready!
Christ. They've got one of the schoolmates to basically get in on the act. If people are paying for this, then... I mean, I don't have much faith in humanity, but Jesus wept. I suppose he did. Because of all the souls that are being possessed.
Resist you by the blood of Christ. No!
I can't tell whether she was crying or really upset or trying not to laugh her head off. Let's see, can we count how many fillings she's got? Got quite a few fillings there on the bottom. I think there's some fillings at the top. I she had her tonsils out.
I take the sword of the Spirit and I'm going to pierce you with it.
No, this is sounding like some sort of the exorcism. The sexual kind.
Got that? I'm going to pierce you with it.
As she looks directly in the camera. Oh God! I mean, the girls at the back. Apparently they're supposed to be the teenage exorcists. The exorcists. They're supposed to be the teenage exorcists. I've not seen them do anything yet. All him and her. The double act.
How would you answer the criticism that you're just a showman and this is one hell of a show?
It is dramatic, but I'm not thinking dramatics. It's just dramatic. I mean,
It's a load of old pony.
it's pretty sensational when you have somebody you're hanging on to, they're flailing about, they're screaming curses, and then a split second later they come to themselves and they're a very nice, ordinary person. Now that's pretty sensational.
Sounds like any old relationship, really.
But I don't try to make it sensational. In fact, I don't have to. It just is.
Of course it is, because it's in the script.
Open your eyes and look at me.
She's trying not to smile.
Open your eyes and look at me. Get up, Chloe.
The guy at the back, then, who's supposedly holding her, he had to move his head out of shot because I think he's trying not to laugh his head off.
Guard your mouth.
That's not an answer. You hold your tongue and you give me the answer I command you to give. I death. Come on, keep it up, kid. Put the pressure on.
Over some time,
What is with those crosses?
Bob and his apprentices extract Cynthia's demons,
Extract some of those maulers.
What bloodline?
which turn out to be awful truths. A rotten childhood, a teen pregnancy, a family history of abuse.
Cynthia, can you look at me? Where there were once the spirits of death.
I like how, yeah, can you look at me? Can you look at, yeah, just hold on. Just let me,
Jezebel, they've gone to the pit, and now you're filled with the Holy Spirit and the peace of God.
Right. Sucker, 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 sucker. Quite a few suckers in that crowd. I mean, somebody watching this might go, oh, no, it's genuine. It's genuine. No, seriously. I mean, anybody who's falling for this dog and pony show is... Get your cash out. Come on. He's only doing it for the good of his art and maybe a small donation.
Do you believe you have the devil inside you?
Not the devil, himself, but
But maybe the priest later.
demons, yes.
Do you believe that demon has gone now?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he kept a straight face all the way through this. I don't know.
I feel lips. I feel like a big relief.
Okay, all right.
When you're looking into someone's eyes and you can see the demon, what's that like?
It's incredible. There's nothing like staring down a demon, because that's when it really becomes real.
They may be.
Take a look. Take a look at those crosses. Right. Jesus. If they're vying for some sort of TV show, then problem is, in America, they'll probably get picked up somewhere. Somebody will probably see this and go, yeah, we could probably make a reality show out of this because people will watch it. I'd watch it for the comedy value. But at the same time, I'd be a little bit annoyed that they're making money out of it.
The Charlie's Angels of Exorcists.
Charlie's Angels, more like.
But Bryn, Tess and Savannah are just as comfortable talking makeup and music as they are the manifest evil of the devil.
What's that? The teenagers putting on a dog and pony show for Senor Slick and his significant other trying to dupe money out of people. God, I might sound bitter, but I just hate people who prey on the vulnerable. And they are vulnerable. Anyone who's in that crowd who believes this is vulnerable.
We break every stereotype there is for an exorcist. We're young, teenage girls. It doesn't get more radical than that.
When you let potential dates know that you're an exorcist, what's the reaction?
I'll tell you what the reaction is.
Really? Yeah.
They're like, yeah, of course you are.
Surprise would be the best way to put it. Surprise, but when you talk about it and like explain it, yeah, they kind of go.
They'll kind of go, oh yeah, so that's fair enough. You're putting on a show and trying to make money. Fair enough.
Oh, that's neat. That's kind of cool.
But does it scare some off?
Yes.
Brit is nodding. Not many dads can say that their daughter's an exorcist. Nor many daughters can say their dad's an exorcist.
I actually don't know that there's anybody else on the planet who can say what I say and what my daughter says, but I wish there were a million more.
No, you don't. Because then that would be competition. And you wouldn't be making as much money for it. I might be wrong here. I might be genuinely doing him a disservice that he actually believes it. And his daughter believes it. And the woman doing the dog and pony show. And the people in the crowd believe it. But, I mean, come on.
I mean, I'm not happy that I'm the only one. I wish there were more. In fact, that's my whole point.
So you'd like to franchise exorcism?
Franchise, of course, is a harsh commercial term. Do I want to duplicate it? Absolutely. If you have demons...
As long as you pay a fee for the IP and the license.
Who are you going to call?
Look at that image.
Oh.
Where Bob Larson is the extrovert exorcist.
Blessed are you, Lord God of all creation.
Catholic priest, Father Gary Thomas,
So that they may
fights
become for
evil
us the body
quietly,
and blood of our Lord
discreetly.
Jesus Christ.
His services at this Northern California diocese are deeply traditional.
Through him and with him and in him.
And he is one of the church's few officially sanctioned exorcists.
In the hope of the resurrection. My role as an exorcist is not to simply say, oh yes, you have a demonic attachment. My role is to get to the root cause of their affliction.
Father Thomas has been an exorcist for 6 years, was taught by the Vatican, even had his training turned into a film. In real life, he's performed 80 exorcisms on 8 people. But under strict Catholic protocol, they all happen in private.
Yeah, they happen in private. You observe certain protocols. You certainly don't get the cameras in and then get 3 teenage girls with bling bling bloody crosses giving it the dog and pony. I keep calling it the dog and pony because it is a show. It really is a show.
Stark contrast to Bob Larson's very public purging.
What does he think of it?
Do you think that he's a genuine exorcist performing real exorcisms?
When
Don't
people
say
in
it.
denominations are performing exorcisms, they're more likely to be really experiences or rituals of deliverance. They're very dangerous. They can do more harm than good. So you really have to know what you're doing.
Because
Just come out and say it. No. I know you can't turn around and say another man of the cloth's faking something, but at the same time, you can just turn around and say, yeah, they need to stop. They absolutely need to stop.
some of these people could be suffering genuine mental health problems.
The vast majority of people who see me have mental health problems.
So if somebody walked through the door now and said, I have demons,
Right.
I have something badly wrong with me, I need an exorcism, there's no way you'd exorcise them on the spot.
No, I would not.
No, you don't, because you're supposed to go through the protocols. And I think the genuine exorcists in the church, they do the due diligence and the care. They don't get the teenage daughter to bloody get involved, do they?
He messed me all up. He destroyed me. He turned me into a piece of. I hate him.
In Marie Moore's tormented mind, she was convinced that she was possessed. What she needed was a psychiatrist, not an exorcist. In 2009, Marie walked into a Florida shooting range and shot her 20-year-old son Mitchell before killing herself. She left behind recordings saying the devil made her do it.
Oh, Jesus, that's heartbreaking.
That's when I look back at how shitty I was thinking and all the negative and how the devil got to me. He destroyed me. He made me destroy all of us.
She's obviously very severely mentally ill. Now, I think the demons took advantage of that and planted these horrible thoughts in her mind. But I want to make clear, the demons didn't pull the trigger. She did. Demon possession is never an excuse for moral accountability.
Yeah, but there's conflicting messages there. So you've got the demons will possess you, they'll make you do things that you shouldn't do, but at the same time, if you do something, it's your fault. I just don't understand that, if I'm honest.
You're bound, Jezebel. The angels are there.
Bob insists that everyone attending his seminars must provide their mental health history, information he and his teen exorcists apparently analyse.
They're coming.
Of course they do. Between homework and planning for prom, they're actually going through people's mental health records to ensure that they're the genuine in need of an exorcism.
Do you hear them coming?
And look, she's smiling.
They're coming.
Eat the flesh
Of Jezebel. Part of our job and part of our education at this
Oh, she got like bloody Jack Sparrow vibes going on.
point is learning where that fine line is. What is the difference between someone who suffers from schizophrenia or, bipolar disorder? It's very different though. When you know what to look for, you can tell when it's a demon. Oh yeah.
These exorcists are really practicing medicine without a license. They are
Good man. That's exactly it.
perhaps keeping people from getting real help when they really need serious help.
There's going to be people that go to see them and they're going to feed into the dementia that they're possessed by demons instead of getting proper mental health assistance. And then one of them is no doubt going to go on to do something seriously bad to themselves or to somebody else.
So when you were preaching, did you... Dan Barker is an atheist, but he wasn't always.
Me too. I'm an agnostic atheist in that I don't know if there's a God. So if you can't prove there's a God, then I don't believe it. But I'm always mindful that there might be something that we just don't understand out there.
For 19 years, he was a preacher. He, himself, performed deliverance. Looking back on that time now, what do you think of that and what you were doing?
Well, I'm embarrassed. It's silly to think that we could treat mental problems with demonology.
I don't know why the audio, by the way, when he's talking, it's fine. But then when it goes to the interview, it's almost like a double track sound. I don't know.
It's got to be blood. You wouldn't be that powerful unless there were blood. Blood.
We showed Dan
Why does he look like Jack Nicholas?
and some of the footage from Bob Larson's seminar.
You know, it would be comical if it weren't dangerous. I mean, this is...
I think the same thing. It is comical, but at the same time, there's people who need genuine help in that crowd, probably.
Yeah, I mean, this woman looks like she's a somewhat...
She's a paid actress. I actually believe she's a paid actress.
mentally healthy woman who's just play acting and going along with it. We're watching a drama that was not just acted out by the main actors, those phony practitioners of medicine who think they understand mental health, but also participating in that drama were the people in the audience. And people got what they came to see, and they were not disappointed.
Is this exorcism? Or is it even
We can't stop smiling. None of them. None of them can stop smiling.
evangelical therapy?
That is very good, and I don't think anybody has ever put it quite that way before. It's not clinical therapy. I'm not a licensed clinician, and I'm not trying to practice as such.
So stop what you're doing and realise the harm that you might be doing.
But
And probably stop taking people's donations as well.
often a good therapist is, in addition to their education and professional standing, a good, kind friend and listener who hears of the pain of people. And that's what I try to do.
No, you don't. You don't hear the pain that might cause someone's psychosis. You feed into that psychosis by saying, yes, the voices you're hearing, they're definitely demons.
Go down. Go down. Jeanette. Okay.
She possessed right now?
Yeah. Well, right now this is her talking, but you can tell when the spirit starts to take over.
Jeanette is in the throes of her exorcism, to the point of becoming physically ill.
Come out of her leg. Oh, way out of her leg.
I think I'd be ill if someone smacked me in the head with a massive Bible and then bent me over like that. I am not nimble. If someone bent me over like that, there's likelihood is my back would go.
I don't understand the psychology of what's
So let me get behind you and exercise your demons.
happening here, but Jeanette is certainly deeply affected.
When I was throwing up, I felt
Oh, she's actually throwing up into the bin.
like things came off me, you know? Like I felt like more like free, like a free person.
I'm going to say something then, but you got to be careful and you got to be respectful of people.
Sounds creepy.
It is, but it's real.
You believe that?
Yes. It's real.
You have the authority to face demons, and you have the command to cast them out.
Bob and his girls may be unconventional and their work potentially damaging, but they're thoroughly convinced that they're helping win God's war with the devil.
There's no doubt in my mind that it's a spiritual battle and it's the power of God working through us.
Yeah.
Do you, yes or no? I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. But you see, the Establishment Church of America doesn't want to hear it. They wish I would be quiet and go away.
Will you be quiet and go away?
Absolutely not. I'm not going anywhere, except to heaven someday.
I wouldn't bank on it, Bob. I wouldn't bank on it, Bob. I don't know. I mean, surely you've... In fact, what's the church's stance on this? Can they not get involved and say, look, pack that in? Don't they have the church police or something? I don't know. Someone needs to go in there and say, you need to stop this. Not only are you doing a disservice to the public, you're going to cause someone some real harm, and you're disrespecting the church and bringing us into disrepute. I don't know. Anyway, I'll keep an eye out for any more Bob and his angels for the next one. Let me know what you think. Is it all absolutely fake and just a money maker, or do they actually genuinely believe what they are doing is exorcisms? See you on the next one.